Estongo Seminole Oge Jeremy Foltz Chahochyfkado Samojinita Hadamnita Hilajin Pumpala Monday in Hayatki Tho Hoyidos Mon Wojinita Hilidos Jinda Josiah Bender Alagis. How are you doing today, Joe?
Pretty good, pretty good. Tired though.
Did you stay up all night watching storms?
Storm chasing. You know me. I was out there all night.
Chasing and tracing?
Yep, yep.
Well, if you guys are tired like we are after having to dodge some storms last night, bless y'all's hearts because I know that thing come through, and even south of the res took some damage last night. Nothing. You-
Oh, yep, yep. Ada, yep.
Again, you got
Ada
to
hit pretty bad.
forgive Joe. He was telling me he was staying up last night trying to catch some storms come through, and he fell asleep right
I
before he
missed
hit
it.
it.
Yeah, I missed it.
He said, I seen them coming through. I was awake. I was like, they was coming through Oklahoma City. Because, okay, Joe lives in Shawnee. They're coming through the city. He's like, I'm just going to lay here and wait for it to come through. He dozed off, and next thing he knew, they was in Henrietta.
I know. I woke up mad. I was like, I missed it, man. I missed it. So mad, dude. So mad. I was so excited, and then just fell asleep during it and missed me.
Well, let's go ahead and get into the show real quick. We've got a last minute surprise guest with us, and so we're going to go ahead and get through our announcements of the happenings and going ons on the res, and then we'll get to our guests. But Joe, you know we always start with how was your weekend. We're going to do only half of that.
Okay.
So how was your weekend?
Uh, really didn't do too much. Saturday, me and you and a few of the Seminole Nation media guys went out to Seminole High School and covered the Varnum and Wilson game, and that was a good game.
That was Saturday, wasn't it?
Yeah, I know, right? We've been covering all these games. All my days are all mixed up, but yeah, that was Saturday and Sunday. I just stayed home and rested all day, and that's about it.
Yeah, and unfortunately, all the area teams have their seasons have come to a close. Varnum, both boys and girls, finished this weekend. Strother, boys, finished this last weekend, and so area was as far as they made it this year.
Hmm.
Who's your odds-on favorites for Class B? Who you got?
I'm gonna go with Wilson.
Wilson.
Yeah,
Wilson boys.
Wilson boys out of
Yeah.
Henrietta.
Man, you know, we watched that area championship game between Whitesboro and Lomega, and that was a really good game.
No, it was Lukaba
Luke,
Sickles.
Luke,
Yeah,
Luke, oh my
Lukaba,
bad, Luke
Lukaba.
Sickles and Whitesboro. That should have happened at the big house.
Oh yeah, that was a good game.
Yeah, usually I don't know the seedings and the brackets and the draws got a little bit different this year, and so teams face different teams than they would usually face in like regionals and area. And you know we're usually out around Ada, Glencoe, Henrietta when we're doing some of these teams, and then this year we was in Seminole County the whole time.
Local, it was pretty local.
Yep.
We didn't have to drive too far.
Yep. So all right, let's go ahead and get into it though. This weekend is going to be March the 9th, the Saturday. And
Yep.
so, Joe, you got the pleasure of listening to churches for having their church meetings.
Okay then,
Had to
we're
clear
gonna
his
we're
throat and
gonna
everything.
we're gonna start off with Butler Creek, Cedar Creek, Eufaula, Grove Creek, Greenleaf.
Grave Creek.
Is that an A?
Yeah, that's an A.
I need my glasses. Greenleaf, Hitchity, New Yorker, Randall Mission, Sand Creek, Tallahassee, the Watley, Tuskaparka, Tugabuchi, Tuskegee, and Wovoka Indian Baptist.
Ah, mache, mache.
It only took me 3 years.
Took Bafka. You was pretty close on that one. And then Sunday coming up on March 23rd from 3 to 5 p.m. at High Spring, just south of Okima, will be their sisters retreat. And they'll also have their Brotherhood Creek singing going on. And supper's always served afterwards. And so if you're not quite sure where High Springs is, it's about 5 miles south on 27 going towards Wetumpka from Okima. So go out there and have a good time and then eat and fellowship afterwards. Joe, you going to be at that one?
I will be there.
Good deal. And then every week we talk about the ones who have started their journey, and we want to remember those members of the community in your thoughts and in your prayers as they navigate through this walk of life without their loved ones. And so at this time, let's pause for a moment of silence. Muddo and muddo. And so, as we get into the happenings throughout the Seminole Nation of Oklahoma, there's been a lot of stuff going on in the government lately, Joe.
Yes, there
And
has.
so, I don't think I've ever been a week and seen Chief Johnson put out, two statements back to back, but we've got three statements this week that we've got to read, or we don't have to read them, but we're going to go ahead and go through them. We're going to read partial statements, but you can view the full statements on the Seminole Nation of Oklahoma Facebook page. And so the first one has to deal with. Well, I'll just read the part that you wrote out for me, Joe.
Alrighty.
The continual open communications between the Seminole Nation Executive Office with the federal agencies resulted in this recent correspondence, which is pictured on the Facebook post below. Indian country everywhere must remain vigilant and in unity. The tribal leadership throughout Indian country is showing solidarity. I encourage all tribal peoples to recognize that unity is needed at large as well as amongst our own people. The colonized stances and comments sometimes made to defend adversaries of sovereignty and especially fashioned to divide the tribal nations. These are posted on social media from time to time. Truly needs to rest and be put aside. Allow our native worldview to contribute and guide our hearts as we face escalated actions against federal agencies that serve Indian country, indigenous peoples. We'll stand together just as our native grassroots people have demonstrated resilience for so many years. May the blessings from the Creator continue to be with you all during these trying times, or these trying times will pass. And that's from Chief Lewis Johnson, and I believe that's regarding the does and has a lot to do with the executive orders. Again, you can view the full statements on the Seminole Nation of Oklahoma Facebook page. You got the next one, Joe?
Alrighty, yeah, I got the next one. I messed up. But the following is the December quarterly report of the Seminole Nation Special Counsel for the Mineral Claims Project, as well as the original reservation boundaries. We have a statement from Chief Lewis Johnson. And again, you can view the full statement on the Seminole Nation of Oklahoma Facebook page. But I'm going to read a few sentences that we have typed up. Chief Lewis Johnson states, "These items have been of interest and concern of the Seminole Nation for a long period of time. It appears we are closer than ever to resolve of these items. The pathway to success is beginning to be identified and is an ongoing process." And
It,
again, that has to do with the mineral claims. And you can view the full statement on the Seminole Nation of Oklahoma Facebook page.
the mineral claims as well as the original reservation boundaries. They're talking about the man, it might be the wrong term, but the no man's land out that goes west between both rivers. So, and then a statement from the Office of the Chief of Seminole Nation regarding the Department of Government Efficiency. As many are aware, the Department of Government Efficiency, or DOGE, is working in conjunction with the executive order signed by the Executive Office of the United States. Reduction of force in the Department of Interior is underway, as is the case with many federal agencies. This affects many agencies and important programs under the Department of Interior, or DOI, including the Bureau of Indian Affairs, which is the BIA. This broad decision mostly affects probational employees, but also can affect others who have longer tenure. Many general services administrations or GSA facility leases under contract with the Interior are being considered to be discontinued, which can affect the smaller satellite offices of many of their federal agencies. The local BIA agency is called the Wewoka Agency, although it is part of the town of Seminole, for several years. The Wewoka Agency truly supports the local service area of the Seminole Reservation in many diverse ways, and the BIA firefighting team comprised of many tribal nations, citizens, but predominantly made up of Seminole tribal members who have served for decades battling major fires throughout the United States when called on to do so. And so you can catch again the full statement on the social media pages of the Seminole Nation of Oklahoma to read the full response that Chief did put out for those situations. So, Mado Chief for putting out those statements.
Okay, then we're gonna go ahead and move forward. We have some department news. The Seminole Nation Diabetes Program have begun their Power Hour, and it started on February 6th, and it will last until April 24th. It is every Thursday from 6 to 7 p.m. It is located at the Miccosukee Mission Gym, and you can register at Chafigny Wellness Center or via email harjo.k@sno-nsn.gov or scott.l@sno-nsn.gov.
All right, and also, if Power Hour may not be your thing, check out chair aerobics. It's a little bit of change of pace. Chair aerobics or the classes are happening every Tuesday and Thursday from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. in Wewoka at New Life Church. And again, you can call 405-652-1167 to sign up. Or if you're wanting to get at it directly with the weights, the gym is still available to make appointments at. You can obtain a 1 hour time slot, again, at the same phone number, 405-652-1167.
Jeremy, do you have an interesting story you would like to tell, or a special shout out in any way?
All the time, I like to shout out all these lunch places that.
Well, okay then. If you have an interesting story to tell, an accomplishment or local tribal business shout out for the Choga Tulumi or the Seminole Nation Radio Show, you can contact seminolemedia@gmail.com for consideration in the next community spotlight.
All right, you cut me off when I was trying to get a free lunch from somewhere. But no worries, because today at 1 p.m. will be a cooking demonstration at the Food Distribution Program Kitchen, led by Teresa Jackson and Keenan Springer, and they are going to make wild onion peanut noodles. Put a modern twist on the traditional dish. Again, wild onion peanut noodles. Dafumble with some noodles. Let's see how that goes.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to try that
Man,
one.
the picture looks really good. And so if you're interested in trying some wild onions with some peanut noodles, go today at 1 p.m. to the Food Distribution Program Kitchen. Or if you have any questions, call 405-257-7236. See you there.
We have an announcement from the Seminole Nation of Oklahoma Gaming Agency. They will be closed today, March 4th, 2025, due to plumbing issues.
Plumbing. Now, when I saw that post yesterday, it didn't say plumbing.
I'm pretty sure it did. Yeah, it said plumbing.
Oh, okay.
Whole day. All day.
I'll take your word for it then.
Yeah.
And also from the Higher Ed Department, 2025 spring semester scholarship application is now available. For more information, call 405-241-6801, or you can go to the office. Joe, do you know where the Higher Ed office is?
Yes.
Tell me.
It's over there by them softball fields.
Just south of the Pink Laundry. Everyone knows where the Pink Laundry is in Seminole. It's the building directly south of that. And so if you go one direction and you hit the softball field, that's the wrong way. Go the other way. Go towards the downtown, and you'll see Pink Laundry, and then just keep going to the building next to it. You can get any kind of help that you need from that office or from that phone number. Dana's really good getting back to. And then there's also more information on the tribal website. All right, but if you need help with that spring semester scholarship application, again, get in contact with Dana over at Higher Ed.
We have an announcement from the Seminole Nation Honor Guard. They're having their annual powwow on Saturday, April 5th. It'll be located at the Miccosukee Mission Arena in Seminole, Oklahoma. The staff MC is R.G. Harris. AD will be Randy Frazier. Head male dancer Robert Lincoln. And a lot of other familiar names that people know in this area. Gourd dance will begin at 1. Supper will be served at 5. And then gourd dancing from 6 to 7. And then the grand entry will begin at 7. And then we are honoring Charlie Hill and Nate Hill as the veterans being honored. Contests in men's and women's categories will have first, second, and third place prizes. If anyone wants to sponsor a category, please contact us. You can contact Commander Rex Haley at 405-220-5342 or Vice Commander Philip Kuhn at 918-758-8248. And they are not responsible for any theft or accidents, and no drugs or alcohol allowed.
All right, and then the Housing Authority of the Seminole Nation of Oklahoma is looking for a finance manager. So if you feel like you can meet the need there, you have to have a bachelor's degree or a minimum 5-year professional accounting experience, knowledge of GAAP accounting practices, and office managed experience. Contact the administrative officer at HASNOC 405-257-6604.
And then job placement and training is having a career resource fair. Don't miss your chance to connect with top employers and explore your career options at our upcoming career resource fair. Muskogee Creek Nation Reintegration Program will be there. Wes Watkins, Gordon Cooper. Can't really say this one, but I'm gonna try. Ponto Talk Tech. Did I say that right?
Ponto Talk.
Ponto Talk Tech. CPN Summer Youth Program. Seminole Nation of Oklahoma Child Care. Housing Authority of the Seminole Nation of Oklahoma. Seminole Nation of Oklahoma Human Resources. And Native Homeless Alliance Group. This will be on April 1st from 4 to 6 p.m. at the OAP building located at the Miccosukee Mission. For more information, you can contact 405-652-0195.
And then some announcements from the Princess Committee. This weekend the Princess Committee had their annual Seminole Nation Royalty Stomp Dance, and from all the pictures and videos I've seen, it looked like it was a good one. The Seminole Nation Royalty do have a princess closet, and so the committee's looking for patchwork dresses, patchwork shirts, skirts, ribbon skirts, material in all shapes and sizes to be added to a closet that current and future Seminole princesses would wear during their reign. All donations will be kept with the community and will stay for future reigns to share. If you have any questions or you'd like to donate, please contact Secretary Jessica Helms at 405-683-0033.
And they are also having a Seminole Nation Royalty second annual golf tournament, which will be on April 11th. Four-person scramble golf tournament, and it'll be held at the Jimmy Austin Golf Course at 400 Fairway Drive in Seminole, Oklahoma. There will be cash prizes. To register your team, you can contact Elisa at 405-584-8857.
All right, and if you're looking for a meal, don't forget the Older American program located at the Miccosukee Mission is open and serving meals Monday through Thursday from 11 to 12:30. And if you're 54 and under, you can purchase a meal tray for $7 cash only. And Joe, you just asked me what they were having today: hamburgers and the fixins. Tomorrow, liver and onions. I bet you'll choose to go tomorrow, huh, Joe?
No, not livers.
Thursday, ribs.
I'll be there Thursday.
And Friday, chicken tamales. So you can't beat that. You got the next one?
Yeah, moving forward, we have the Seminole Nation Tarot Job and Career Fair, which will be on Thursday, March 13th from 1 to 4 p.m. at the Seminole Nation Veterans Center. Tables provided for potential employers. It is open to the public. For more information or to be added to the potential employer services list, please contact Megan Beaver at 405-257-7200.
All right, and from Tribal Enrollment, replacement tribal enrollment cards for minors. The Tribal Enrollment Office is offering replacement cards for minors at no charge from now until March 31st. So from now until the end of the month. Photos have always been allowed but optional, but now is a good time to get cards updated and include a photo. Parents' choice for photos on charge are school photos, phone photo, or in person. Call 405-257-7244 or for details or complete update form and mail to address above. Update forms can be found at the tribal website, which is sno-nsn.gov, or tribal services enrollment forms, updated card information, anything that you guys need. 405-257-7244.
And if you are a veteran farmer, rancher, or just interested in agricultural, come meet with different agencies and find out about the eligible programs for our Seminole Nation of Oklahoma Veteran Services. This will be held on March 28th from 9 to 3 p.m. It'll be held at the Veterans Building, which is located at the Miccosukee Mission. For any questions or information, you can contact Mitchell Hill at 918-438-4601 or email hill.m@sno-nsn.gov.
All right. And as we get our guests set up here, we're going to go ahead and just announce a few of the community announcements that we have this weekend in Oklahoma City at Northwest Classen High School. Native American Student Association from the Oklahoma City Public Schools. Their stop dance is happening at 7 p.m. this weekend, 6 p.m. dinner. Again, that's going to be at Northwest Classen High School. Also, a birthday stomp dance on March 15th at the Miccosukee Mission Gymnasium to honor Junior Miss Annalise Martinez. And again, the host ground will be Fish Pond. Dancing at 6 through 11. There'll be raffles, cakewalk, 50-50, inviting all tribal organizational royalty. And then there's also vendors welcome there too. But then other than that, like we mentioned, we had the last minute surprise guest. She happened just to be here at the radio show. We was like, "What are you talking about?" And she's like, "Well, it has to do." I was like, "Well, why don't you come on?" She's like, "Okay." And so we have Miss Thomasine Yahola Osborne with us from the Seminole Nation Housing Authority. Or if you're listening to us on the other side, it could be Representative Osborne, Yahola Osborne. How are you doing today?
I'm doing good, thank you. I would say thank you for having me, but you didn't know I was going to be here.
Yeah, but we're on now, so I'll say thank you for saying yes to the question. But you said you had some good news for some Seminole Nation tribal members and other folks out there. So I was like, there'd be a good opportunity to go ahead and come on. But all right, do
All
we have a
right.
good mic? All right, we're good. Take it away, Thomasine.
All right. Well, thank you again. And what I want to do this morning is I want to market my program. As Jeremy stated, I actually work for the Housing Authority of the Seminole Nation, and I am the manager of the Homeowner Assistance Fund program. We call it the HAF program. And what we do is we actually assist eligible homeowners with mortgage payment assistance, mortgage reinstatement, or to pay other housing related costs related to a period of forbearance, delinquency, or default. We also assist with delinquent property taxes to prevent homeowners' tax foreclosures. We also assist with homeowners' insurance, flood insurance, and mortgage insurance, and also utilities. And this includes electric, gas, home energy, and water. The applicant must attest that they have a financial hardship after January the 21st of 2020. This program actually began in 2021 and is funded by the U.S. Department of Treasury. And this grant expires September the 30th of 2026. And this is not HUD funding. So I think a lot of our housing divisions, departments, authorities, they get their funding through HUD, but this one is not. So this is a grant. And again, it expires September the 30th, 2026. Really, the reason I wanted to come on to the program this morning is because our property taxes are due or past due. And if we can assist the Seminole tribal members with that, we want to do that. So I thought this might be a good opportunity to come on this morning and to promote that mainly. But again, being able to share the other programs or assistance that we can provide under the HAF program. Most generally, our programs are income based, and this one is, however, unlike most housing programs, household income is equal to or less than 150% of the area median income. Usually it's 80%. So with this program, it's 150% of the median income. So we can actually assist families with higher income through this program.
Almost double what it used to be.
Yes, almost double. And then our policy states that applicants are to be prioritized So we can assist Seminole tribal members, Seminole freedmen, and other tribal members who possess a valid tribal enrollment card.
Oh,
And so, how can you apply? You can apply by going online to HASNOC, and that's HASNOK.com, or you can print the application from the website, which is the same, which what I gave you, or you can come to the office and get an application, or we can mail you an application. We also, for those after hours that live in Wewoka, we have a bin outside of our office that has applications in it. And our physical address is 120 West 4th Street in Wewoka.
now that's changed a little bit. I think most people would recognize, especially if they haven't been to the housing authority in a while. You come in on the west side of Wewoka, and you kind of it's right there. Now y'all have moved since then.
You're right. We actually have our development department in that same building out west of town.
Okay.
But the administrative office, that's where we are on I'm sorry, 120 West 4th Street. And if you know where the laundromat is in Wewoka,
Not the pink one.
not the pink one, but in Wewoka, just directly south of there. And we're directly behind the convenience store.
The one that has the really good buttered biscuits.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that one.
Yep.
And also, just to let you all know, I actually only work part time, and I'm usually in the office on Mondays and Tuesdays. But you're more than welcome to drop your application off or any documents that go along with that to the receptionist, and she'll make sure she get those to me so I can review those for you.
Good deal. Sometimes a lot of our people they work really hard in getting what they like some houses and stuff, and then property taxes. You'd be surprised how many people lose their property based off property
Yes,
taxes or
sir.
get it seized. Can you talk a little bit more about that? You said that some of this can actually help with delinquent property taxes.
Yes, sir. We can help with delinquent property taxes. We've assisted some members with 3 and 4 years behind, and you're right. I've actually seen, and it's sad to say, but I've seen some properties in the local newspapers. Who are in fear of losing their homes, and this is one way that we can assist those with that. So, again, this was my main purpose for coming today because we're at that time of the year where it's due or past due. So.
I was just telling Josiah today, my homeowner insurance went up $250 a month. I was like,
Yes.
golly, that's a lot.
Yeah, we're seeing that a lot
Yeah.
throughout. I mean, it's just not Indian country; it's everywhere. So, and just to let you know, the programs that I mentioned is not limited to Seminole County or even the state of Oklahoma. We can assist those within other states also.
Nice. And so if you're out and abroad or they can live outside the Seminole jurisdiction.
Yes,
Oh, nice. And then you also said they don't have to be just Seminole. It could be other tribes.
yes, sir.
Nice.
Now we're going to give our Seminole tribal members preference, but we've been because it's been pretty slow. We've been able to assist some other tribes, but this is one way of getting the word out to the tribal members that don't know that we've had this going on since 2021. So for those that listen to this newscast, I think it's a great opportunity.
So live and also on the rebroadcast. And so you're hearing it here, ladies and gentlemen. What else? Is there anything else you'd like to mention? And I'm not to negate what you said. That's a great program, but it's hardly rare that we get you on here.
Yeah, I know. I was kind of scared, but here I am. No,
So
it's just something that I've wanted to do, but it's just been pretty busy. And I did get permission from our director to do that, and she thought that was a great idea. So maybe we'll have other people coming from housing
good deal.
and being able to share their programs.
Good deal. Housing always does some good stuff and always busy over there too.
Yes, yes.
Especially I know the Boys and Girls Club, which falls underneath housing, is doing some good stuff. Their new building looks really awesome too, and all the refurbishments they made over there. I'm still wanting to try that slide.
Yeah, it was actually finished, completed yesterday.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, we found that out in our leadership meeting yesterday, and we even talked about a ribbon cutting, and I believe that's going to be sometimes in April. So to come out and kind of boast about what we have, that's a feather in Seminole Nation's cap there.
Yep.
It's a big deal, and our director there, she's done really well, and we were hoping we were supposed to have intertribal in January at River Spirit. The Seminoles were going to host it, but it got canceled due to the weather. And so we were actually going to have Shayna Moon tell everybody about the Boys and Girls Club, but it got canceled, so it didn't happen. So I'm hoping one day she's going to be able to share that with other tribes, with the other 5 civilized tribes. So that'd be great.
Oh, yeah, it's a good time, and we've been working with Shana from the or us in the language department's working over there, and with Epic, and we're making this curriculum that's going to be released out probably, hopefully, in about a year and a half. That's going to help everyone, but they're going to be our guinea pigs. And so they'll be able to learn the language while we're going through building this curriculum. But it'll be a good time over there. But other than that, Thomasine, is there anything else that you'd like to say?
I think I just want to just let everybody know. Also, with housing, we're actually constructing two teen homeless shelters. So we're trying to gear up for that right now. It's being constructed. It's almost near construction, the end of construction. But we've got some things to work out on, how we're going to place our teens in that. And so that's just something that we know is in need. And I think a lot of that came from the Boys and Girls Club when we seen the participants, coming through those doors.
Good deal. And that seems like it'd be a good project.
Yes, it
Yeah.
is. It is.
All right. Thomasine, give them your phone number again, or the ways to get in contact with you if they'd like to apply for the Homeowners Assistance Fund program.
Sure. The number is 405-257-6604. That's the main number to housing. I think that's the easiest way. We're small enough that they can just transfer you over. And again, Mondays and Tuesdays is usually when I'm there. And if you want to apply online, that is HASNOK, and that is HASNOK.com. And again, we are located at 120 West 4th Street in Wewoka.
Good deal. Well, Mado, for saying yes and coming on. We appreciate it. Again, if you have any questions for them, get in contact. It's a great program to help out, especially if you have some back taxes due, or like everyone else, these taxes are just killer right now. So if you need some assistance with that, get in contact with the Housing Authority at the Seminole Nation of Oklahoma. You can catch the rebroadcast of this radio show on the Facebook page, YouTube, and tribal website, SNO-NSN.gov, for the Seminole Nation of Oklahoma every Wednesday around 8 p.m. We do have some birthdays real quick. Marge Lena, Garrett Marshall, Michelle Bender, Elijah Jimboy, Louisa Harjo, Genesis Tallahassee, former Miss Seminole Nation, Brian Freejo, Leo Maupin Sr., Carrie Isaacs. If you're looking for some good dips somewhere, Carrie's got some good stuff over there. Greg Votal and Marley Fixigo, Jinhitchka Nita Fachki Ojibashe. And if you have any news or announcements you want to share on the community and the events Facebook page, please email the communications staff at seminolemedia@gmail.com or call 405-652-7251. And as always, tune in every Tuesday at 11 a.m. right here on KWSH 97.7 FM or the legendary 1260 a.m. and streaming live on kwshradio.com worldwide. For everyone in the comm department, language, and all of us here at the studio, Mado and Jihi Jagatish.